So here is the call.
Roll it.
That they threatened me with a letter, legal letter, which comes later. They were very scared of this call coming out because I think it really, really exposes them.
Roll it.
All right, Keemstar, don't tell me what to do.
Yeah. So hey, Ethan. It's nice to meet you. Hila, how are you?
Good.
Hello. Good. Hey, Ethan. Thanks for jumping on this call with us. It's really important that we, establish clarity.
You can hear he's scared. I knew at this moment this is not going. They were going to keep the money. Yeah. He's like, hi, Ethan.
Have a good night.
He sounded just like that. I'm so glad you picked up on that, Zach. I was like, all right, here we go. This motherfucker's about to spit in my face.
With respect to the concern that you've raised, and you guys have been a great partner of ours since 2017, and we really want to do everything in our power to keep you guys on board.
You gotta fucking love this guy. Listen, so we really want to find a way to keep you guys on board. When he said that, I was like, okay, maybe they're going to pay us. He's like, and we're doing nothing for you. So are you staying or what?
And kind of explain our thought process as to how we are looking at your inquiry into the channel membership.
Inquiry, he calls it. That's an interesting way to put what I consider to be theft. Yeah. Hey, Bernie Madoff, I have a slight inquiry about where you put my money. If you can just get back to me at your earliest convenience.
Revenues from your channel. Is that okay to start off with?
I just want to know if you're paying us back or not.
Yeah, I'm not doing this corporate bullshit. I'm not fucking here to listen to you waste a second of my time. Just tell me, are you paying us back?
At this point, we are not paying Ethan, and I just want to explain the rationale.
He's scared as fuck. He knows what he's doing is fucked up. Like you could hear it in his voice.
I'm sure. Yeah, he's the sacrificial soldier they sent out to do this.
My theory is that she and other officers were in the office with him listening. This is a very important call for them.
Yeah.
They're scared.
Yeah.
So I think everybody's kind of listening in. And at certain points, there's like silence, which I think they're probably gesturing to him. That's my theory, of course, just my opinion, as it clearly states here in Ethan's opinion.
Let's dig ourselves out of this shit, man.
Right. That was kind of the vibe. That was exactly the vibe in that room. Fuck, that's so funny. Here is BBTV on the call as I'm talking to that guy. Yeah. Fuck. This is going to be a long show, you guys. This is 15 minutes. It's going to take me a long time.
Oh, boy.
But I'm enjoying it, and that's what matters. You got to turn lemon to lemonade, right, BBTV? I'm over the money. I'm just fucking here for the ride.
So you're not paying us back the $620,000 that you guys skimmed off of money given to us by fans that predated our contract, which was, by the way, crystal clearly negotiated at the time that you guys would give 100% of all that revenue to me. Of course, I was a huge channel at the time. I had no fucking reason to join BBT at all.
Can I just explain our overview of what we've talked about?
The thing is, I just want to say we're both parents. We have 2 children here. We don't have time to spend on like the explaining and the trying to butter us up and trying to this and that.
We've been through this shit so many times. You know what I mean? Like, we know how this goes. I don't care. Just fucking tell me. Cut the bullshit. It doesn't matter.
This is a lot of money.
I'm not a 14-year-old kid that you get to intimidate.
And it's very clear and clean cut. You guys shouldn't have taken that money. And now we figured out that you did take it. And now the question is, what are you going to do about it? And that's it. We just want to go. We want to cut to the chase because I have 2 boys here waiting for me.
Yeah. Yes.
Go ahead and explain to me how you guys were justified in stealing $630,000 from us. Go ahead.
So now that we've established you're taking the money, I wanted to have him give his rationale to me so I want to see, okay, so tell me, what's the rationale? And I got it. I'm happy to say he laid it all out.
Who wants to lose some money today?
Okay, well, I won't, and I don't agree to the premise of stealing, but let me explain to our thought process. So on your CPA that you signed on page 2, it defines Google net revenue. Do you see it on your agreement?
So I pull up on the screen all the shit he mentioned. So all the relevant parts. So Google net revenue, in my opinion, is self-apparent, right? Like Google net revenue. BBTV will pay you an amount equal to 100% of Google net revenue. What is Google net revenue? All money paid to us from Google. All that money comes in the same basket. The memberships, the revenue, the YouTube premium, it all comes in the same basket. So, like, okay, so this isn't self-explanatory?
That we will pay you. So can I just finish explaining it, please?
Go ahead. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I said, okay, just cook, bro. Just speak your mind. Just say it.
Okay, all right. So in the contract, we state that we will pay you 100% of Google net revenue, right? And Google net revenue on page 6 is clearly defined in the definitions as Google ads and Google subscriptions.
Okay, so now they're like, oh, well, this is how we define Google net revenue. It's not everything from Google. We have this tricky little thing. So we're trying to get you on a technicality. Now, to anyone listening, I hope it's obvious to you just how unscrupulous what they're doing is. They're clearly taking money that wasn't intended for them and justifying it via this really kind of this contract that's written to take advantage of people. So here they define Google net revenue as money received from Google ads and Google subscriptions with respect to your content. So so now this is interesting approach he's taking.
These are the only 2 revenue products from Google for which we pay you 100% pass through. And we have, Ethan. We've paid you on your Google AdSense and we've paid you.
Yeah, how fucking generous. Thanks for giving my money, idiot. You expect me to fucking clap and dance for you because you paid me my money? Dipshit. Hey, we fulfilled our end of the bargain. Yeah, the deal for you was to not steal money from me, basically. That was like your whole deal.
Who wants me to take their money?
Now, you might be wondering why BBTV even wants us in their network. If they can't take money, they were putting us in promotional materials and pamphlets and flyers to court other people to join their network, and tweets and social posts. You know what I mean? So it was to their great advantage to have us in their network, which I regret now because clearly it was used to terrible means. If this is the way they do business, I regret it greatly that they were able to do that.
So we're fulfilling our contractual agreement by paying you 100% of the Google ads and 100% of the Google subscription.
It's Google products, dude.
So he goes, it's clearly defined as ad revenue and subscriptions. What you'll notice here, he's very quick to define everything. But one thing you'll notice he doesn't define is Google subscriptions. Let's read what in this contract Google subscriptions means. Google subscription means a subscription-based service on YouTube offered or facilitated by Google, whereby end users may access your videos, the timing and selection of which is at such end user's discretion, and for which the end user is charged a predetermined periodic fee to access such content as often as the end user selects during the period covered by the fee. For the avoidance of doubt, Google subscriptions include the Google branded service YouTube Red, which is now YouTube Premium, and any successor or replacement thereof. They're not saying that that's all it is. They're saying it includes that because at the time that was a product that existed and people wanted to know and to carve out that they weren't taking that money, right? Because if membership existed, I would have made them carve that in too. So to me, how is membership not a subscription? Even by the way they defined it. Like, it's literally exactly that. It's a subscription-based service facilitated by Google. The timing and selection at which is at the user's discretion. The end user is charged a determinate fee, periodic fee, to access content at any period they want. That's membership. That's what it is. And so you'll notice that he doesn't seem interested in defining Google subscriptions, only the other ones.
Tell me this. What line justifies you guys to take 30% of membership? Go ahead, and what line in the contract says you're entitled to that?
Is that a sponsor that you brought to us? Because taking it out of a sponsor that you brought to us, yes, we've talked about stuff like that. How is money from our members something that you brought to us? I'd like to know.
That revenue is.
Can I ask you a question? Did you bring us members?
Yeah.
Did you bring us members that come to our channel and click the button? And
The understanding was clearly that if they bring us business, they get a cut. What happened to that?
Pay us? Do you guys bring us that?
We help you with your overall channel, not
No.
specifically.
How do you help me with my overall channel?
That caught me off guard. I was like, the fuck? Are you even going to try to say that, dummy? Help me with my overall channel.
Can I just explain the contractual delivery of what we've done on our side and how we've fulfilled?
Tell me what part of the contract entitles you to 30% of my members' revenue that's paid to me from YouTube. Go ahead.
Okay, so because that revenue is captured in the definition of other net revenue on page 6.
How?
Other net revenue on page.
Again, he's trying to get us on a technicality, right? Skipping over the fact that it's clearly defined in Google subscriptions. So let's look at other net revenue. So they're already wrong, even by their own term. Like, it's already GG. They're fucking lying. They're wrong. Google subscriptions.
In your opinion.
It's
Which is
written
on
right
screen.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just making it clear.
It's all in my opinion. Everything I'm saying here is in my opinion.
6 is defines it.
How is it other? Is it by another entity? Is it like stamps.com or like Audible? Like, how is it other?
So other net revenue is basically a description of any other revenue product other than Google AdSense
From you?
and Google subscription.
No.
This is
So ignoring the fact that it clearly fits into Google subscription, let me read the definition. Other net revenue for any period means revenue earned and received by BBTV in such period from the distribution, monetization, or the exploitation of your content in a matter other than through the sale of Google ads, Google subscriptions, direct ads, other platform ads, or branded entertainment arrangement.
So it even has an exception for Google subscriptions.
Oh, it says that everywhere.
In this other category.
Yeah. I mean,
right there.
Yeah, it's carved out everywhere. And so they're saying that because it's not specifically a service that didn't even exist, let me emphasize that when I signed this contract, because it's not specifically listed somehow clairvoyantly, then they're entitled to the 70%. Because at the time when I signed this contract, this was all like, okay, sure, if you bring me ads, if you bring me direct ads, if you sell my content on other platforms, whatever, yeah, you can have a cut of that. I don't give a fuck. There was nothing, and this is why the spirit of the contract, in my opinion, is important, because in essence, it was, if you bring me something, you get a cut. Everything I do is mine. And this is a clear violation, a bad faith violation. It's a dirty, dirty trick. And in my opinion, I think what happened is that these networks, they know shit before the general population does, I think. And they knew about memberships coming down the line. In fact, YouTube probably told them all, like, hey, here's a new product you need to be aware of so that you know how to talk about it with your members. And so what BBTV did, in my opinion, is that they gathered around and made this very intentional decision to say, hey, this could be a great opportunity for us to steal, in my opinion, a ton of money for our failing, dying business, essentially.
Dying in your opinion, but somewhat objectively too.
Yeah, I mean, their stock price is down. Go to Max. Dude, I freaked out. It's down 97%. When I saw this, I was like, I'm never getting paid. I'm never getting paid.
Down 10% today.
They don't 10% of zero is what? I mean, what the fuck? It's down 4 it's down 4 cents.
Down 4 cents.
It's like, oh boy, they're down 4 cents. I don't know what's a better investment. Safe Moon or BBTV Holdings?
Safe Moon's going to the moon, baby.
Yeah, that's true.
Honestly, I think Safe Moon is a better investment at this point.
I just bought 39 million shares of Safe Moon.
I genuinely do.
Awesome.
And so in my opinion, this is just speculation, but they came together with attorneys and their leadership and said, we think, try to justify this if we need to, because it's not specified in the contract. It didn't exist. They don't expect anyone to really challenge them because their whole business, in my opinion, is ripping people off and then strong arming them and making it too hard or not worth it to pursue to get the money back, in my opinion.
I just, out of curiosity, went into my bank statement to check, because I have a membership on the channel on one of my alternate accounts so I can see the members' content to check up on it from my phone and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it is charged as Google. It's a Google subscription.
Oh, you're paying Google.
Yeah.
It says Google subscription in the app.
That's what I'm saying.
So, like, they know that this is bullshit.
Like, I'm being charged for a subscription from Google. I don't,
Thank you.
It's pretty clear.
It's like, okay, it's almost like mind-numbingly dumb.
Yeah.
It's almost like, it's hard to rationalize why they decided to go down this path. And the only logical explanation I can think of is that they just don't have the money to pay me back. Because their value, like $630,000 is like a significant amount of their on-hand money.
Yeah, very well could be.
My opinion.
So anyway, they made this concerted agreement within the organization, in my opinion, to do this, to steal this money. And the crazy part is that they didn't tell anyone, at least myself, I'm assuming, although I've heard from other creators in their network, they didn't tell them anything. There was no negotiation. There was no notification. They just silently, shadily siphoned this money as it came in. Now, that alone is so unethical. It's so fucked up. Like, that's plain to see, right? I mean, what the fuck, dude?
Please ask your lawyer to review page 6. Yes.
Did the membership program exist when we signed this contract? Did it exist when we signed this contract?
We recorded membership revenue in 2017 for you.
No, it did
It
not.
didn't even
when we
exist.
signed
What
the
are you
contract.
talking about?
No, we have.
Yeah, so he's lying to me.
Or, I mean, could he be? What could he be confusing that with?
I have no idea. I don't have the access. I don't even have access to the records he's talking about. But I know memberships didn't exist.
Could he be
2018.
meaning YouTube Premium?
I don't know.
They seem to define that as a membership.
I have no idea.
YouTube
I don't know
Premium.
what he's referring to.
Right.
but I do know we're talking about memberships.
Right.
That's the whole point of this.
Yeah.
Memberships wasn't even launched to 2018. We signed in 2017. Now, what's interesting, as he tries to lie to me, is that there was a employee who I want to keep anonymous and they were able to confirm on the call that membership didn't exist till 2018. So he's basically just caught straight up fucking lying to my face.
God hate flyers.
We have the revenue reports.
Can you chime in here? What do you think about what you're hearing here?
This is anonymous YouTube employee explains that memberships were introduced in 2018, therefore doesn't understand how they could have recorded that.
Also, there's tons of articles online saying.
Are you going to continue?
Yeah, but it's good. It's good because he couldn't fucking.
Right.
It just shut him down. You know what I mean? Like I could tell him all day long, but.
Lie to me.
No, it's not my intent to lie to you, Ethan.
You just lied to me. You just lied to me. In fact, you doubled down when I called you out. You said it existed. It did not exist. Now that we've established that it doesn't exist via somebody from YouTube, do you want to tell me now that that you guys were just going to skim that without mentioning anything? It wasn't covered because when we negotiated, it was all YouTube revenue, was 100% to us. So at what point, when they introduced a new product, right? At what point were you guys just going to passively take 30% of that? Happily? Silently?
We were executing the term of the agreement, Ethan. Ethan, the agreement used the money. It's a 70. No,
So is this what it is? I'm just trying to explain what you have to say, bro. No, you have nothing to explain to me. I know exactly what you're saying. You're going to try to explain that you guys were justified in stealing money from us because of some other vague bullshit about other. So here's what's going to happen. You guys aren't going to pay it back.
No, it's just not.
I don't care.
Okay.
I'm going to pause it here because even in the additional revenue, which they're trying to use to fuck us, if you go to line 3, it says 70% of other net revenue, or as the parties may agree upon in writing on a case-by-case basis. Now, you might be able to argue or 70% of it, but why would you need the option if they can just do whatever they want? It's the point of this is to say that we need to agree upon on a case-by-case basis in writing before you steal my fucking money. They did not notify me or anyone as far as I can tell. So even in their own fucking loopholes they're trying to find, they're still wrong.
I don't care. We'll have lawyers figure out if it's vague or not.
I'm not trying to negotiate with you, Ethan.
No.
I'm trying to explain to you how we executed.
No.
And one of the reasons I keep highlighting Sharzad is that she is, in my opinion, cleverly staying, not dirtying her hands. But at the end of the day, she's the one making this decision. This guy is just a fall guy. He's a stooge. And I'll tell you what, we're going to find out the truth, Sharzad, because I'm going to depose each and every... All right, let's continue. Let's get back to the call. Let's see.
The agreement that we signed, that's what I'm trying to explain.
No, you're trying to justify something that makes no sense. In what world, if a new product is introduced, you just decided to take money out of it without bringing a negotiation conversation to us? You just decided it on your own?
Because the revenue share is captured in our agreement under other net revenue defined.
It did not exist. It didn't exist. So when we made the agreement, it was not included in the agreement.
It doesn't necessarily have to exist.
Really?
It doesn't necessarily have to exist.
I genuinely thought, I didn't even think about it because our contract to me was so clear. I didn't even think that they would be taking that money. It's crazy to me. And when you hear him talking about the justification via the contract, I hope it's so obvious to everybody how they know how unjustified this is. That is just straight up theft, in my opinion.
So,
Listen.
Teddy Fresh didn't exist. My company, Teddy Fresh, didn't exist. But if you want, you might be entitled for 30% out of my other company.
Why not?
fault.
Ethan, I'm not trying to stimulate a war between us. I'm just trying to explain to you how we executed the agreement that we contractually signed. That's all. Yes.
Do you guys know what you're getting?
Well, you should understand what you are saying, though, because this is a lot of money that you guys took without saying a word to us, and we just found out. So you can't just act so nonchalant about it. We are very serious about it, and this is going to be very serious if this is the road you want to take.
Again, I'm not trying to stimulate a war between us. Ethan.
All right, you guys will hear from our attorneys. This is over, and I'll have plenty to say. Not to you guys, but obviously our fans are going to know what happened to $620,000 that they thought were giving to us that our network was actually stealing from us. We'll talk about it. We will talk about it, but not any longer in this conversation.
Honestly, I was just over it because it was obvious that
the conversation wasn't.
We weren't
anywhere
getting anywhere.
Yeah, no, they weren't budging.
And I was just wasting my breath. But here is my favorite part that comes up here, is he tries to make this really interesting and potentially cute justification.
So,
I was about to hang up.
Fuck you. Fuck your company. You guys are thieves. And deep down, you know you're a thief. That's what's so funny. You're on the phone trying to justify it, but like you know that what you're doing is theft. Like you know you're stealing money. And I don't know if it's because BBTV is broke. Like you guys just took a $20 million loan to pay back your fucking debts because you're incompetent losers that can't run a fucking business. That's possible that you guys don't even have the money.
That was for what I imagined to be the room full of leadership sitting in there with him.
Yeah, no, I 100% believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all on the conference call.
Yeah.
But whatever it is, we'll find that out too in Discovery. But what's interesting to you, right, is that you know you're fucking stealing our money. That's what's so interesting. Like you're going to sit here and you're going to try to justify it in some vague other bullshit about a program that didn't even fucking exist. As you guys secretly and quietly skimmed off the top, you know you fucking stole from us. And that's the best part about it. Like it's indefensible. And go back to your boss. What's her name? What's your CEO?
This was the headline that I love. This is BBTV CEO Shahrzad Rafati on why ethical business decisions are good business decisions. See, she's posturing herself like this altruistic, she's just this incredible business leader.
Well, I mean, she's not wrong. Now they've done something unethical, and it's probably going to be bad for business. There you go. So she was right. She was totally right.
Yeah, it's well said, Dan. I think, okay, so maybe she is smarter than I give her credit for. Yeah.
Sam? I can find it right now. Man, what is it?
What is it, a secret? Are you not proud of who your CEO is?
It's Sharad Rafati.
I would want to know if she wants to talk to us before we go down this road. If you want to ask her one more time, if she wants to talk to us, if you want to reconsider this, if this is your final answer.
I'm going to have a call with her. I will have a call with her. Obviously, I want to be able to raise where you're coming from.
Do you guys even have the money? Do you guys even have the money? Ethan, do you?
That's another okay, Ethan.
It's not, there was no okay, unfortunately.
But it's right there.
It was the same energy, yeah.
Yeah, right there. Ethan.
Okay, Ethan.
Good question.
I mean,
you guys are. How did? I'm just curious. How did this surface?
Okay, so this is my favorite part. This is like saying the quiet part out loud, and he really fucked up, in my opinion. He really gives away the whole game here. I'm going back a little bit because I want to make sure that we capture this moment.
I mean, you guys are. How did? I'm just curious. How did this surface? You guys are on a month-to-month contract with us, and you guys could have walked at any point over the past 2 years if you saw this occurrence. And it's been, you've been rolling over.
I love you, Reggie. You're like a perfect villain. I mean,
what are you saying?
We were just cracking up because they're like, "Did you really fucking just say that?" I mean, he's blaming us for trusting them.
Right.
Bro, why, if you knew that we were stealing from you, why didn't you leave sooner? Yes, we robbed you, but it's your fault for not checking your security cameras. You didn't notice
that we were robbing you.
We didn't tell you we were robbing you. It's your fault for trusting us. Don't you know we're all scumbags? Shame on you. And he's right. Essentially, he is right, funnily enough. But I don't think he's supposed to say that out loud. Like I said, there was an unfortunate situation with our last head of finance where she was supposed to check this and she didn't. So he is right, you know. But he's like, listen, we exist to steal as much money from you as possible. If you didn't notice that, that's on you, in my opinion. This is great. Yeah, people are posting Google subscriptions. Google subscriptions. What the fuck, dude? H3 Podcast membership. It's literally in Google subscriptions, you guys. It's literally right there. It's right there, you guys.
Bro, we can't play it. It's cursed.
It's cursed. This is funny because it's so absurd. You fucking idiots. You dumb fucking idiots. Really went down this road and tried to tell me a reoccurring payment in Google subscriptions tab is not a Google subscription. Okay, geniuses. Yes, it's my fault for trusting you guys.
Question. No, I know, and it's a perfectly good question. Like, I mean, if I have like a pile of money, you know, and my friends come over and just take it out of there, I could have locked it. Like, what a fucking idiot am I for not locking up my money so my friends can come in and take it off the top? I mean, how silly of me not to lock my fucking money up. But, you know, you're making it so easy for me. You make it so easy.
Question: Did you and your legal team review your agreement? I'm just asking the question. Did you have full oversight?
Do you realize how easy you're making this? That's your best argument to justify this? Why didn't you
an argument. I'm just asking you a question. I'm just trying to understand.
Well, I will say I don't know if you represent the CEO in your end.
So before I get to Hila's great point here, your subscription from Google Commerce, H3 Podcast membership, subscription, auto renewing, €5 a month. Gee whiz, man. Here's another one. I mean, it's obvious, but I just want them to know. Channel membership, H3 Podcast, subscriptions. It says everywhere, subscriptions. Every platform, every device. It's defined clearly in the contract. They're like, no, it's not subscriptions, it's memberships. The thing that didn't exist at the time. Hey, dummies, how does it feel to be so fucking dumb? Hey, dummies watching this, how stupid do you feel right now?
Dumb.
Like, just take a moment and realize, Sharzad, everything you built over all these years has led you to this moment. Right? Where you tried to steal money from me, and the result of this is likely to be the bankruptcy of your company. And potentially criminal charges would be the cherry on top, but we'll see. Probably not. You know, these things are hard. It's hard to prosecute people, white-collar crimes. This dude steals, or this woman steals $630,000 from me, good luck. You know, if I steal a Twix from the Circle K, going to jail for 10 years. It's disgusting. You know how many Twix you could buy with $630,000? Probably about 630,000. That's like 1.2 million Twix. Sharzad, look at the face. This is the face that you fucked over. Take a deep look into it.
Oh, I'm being told that's his actual face. I'm so sorry, Ethan.
All right. It's not the prettiest face, but it is a face. You fucked me. You understand what that means? You didn't think I would play this call, did you? I don't fucking care. I don't. Arrest me. I'll die for this shit. You know what I mean? This is it. And here you are trying to say it's not a Google subscription. Like, all this for that? You're going to throw away everything you've built for that? Little Halloween spooks. You know. And now look, now you're going to have to be deposed. You're going to be subpoenaed. You're going to have to pay lawyers. It's expensive to defend. It's expensive to sue. It's expensive to defend. I know. You know. All this for that. I mean, geez Louise. But it's all in the call. You know. So here's Hila when she clarifies that something really important again.
By this, why didn't you?
Not an argument. I'm just asking you a question. I'm just trying to understand.
Well,
I will say I don't know if you represent the CEO in your end. Like what you're telling us today, is that a representation of what she would want for your company as well? Have you guys talked about it before and this is the final answer? Or do you want to bring this topic to her?
As I said, we've reviewed this with our legal and finance, our counsel and finance and our finance teams.
Right.
And I'm happy to have, I will obviously have a follow-up call with Sharzad to explain.
I think she should know. I think she should know before you guys go into this. She should know what you guys are getting yourself into.
Oh wait, he knows, Hila. He knows.
I don't think she knows.
So Hila's so smart because again, she's really trying to keep her hands clean. Yet, of course, she is the captain of this boat. And Hila keeps saying, because they're trying to claim in the lawyer letters they sent me, they're like, well, you acted unrashly and you didn't give us enough time. And they're really being dishonest, right? And it's a strategy because we gave them the whole week to come together and bring us this decision. And she's been involved, in my opinion, based on the way he's responding. She's been involved the whole time. It passed through legal, financial, the head of partnership management, and somehow the CEO is just oblivious to all this? Fuck no.
She knows. They know what they're doing. I don't think they have the money, frankly. I think they spent it paying themselves. So they don't have a fucking income. They just pay themselves. I was probably, you know what, to be fair, Hila, I was probably the single biggest source of income for their whole business in fucking over the past few years. Because how else do they make money?
Right.
This was just an aside with me and Hila. You know what I mean? We were just chatting at this point. He just happens to be on the call with us.
You know what I mean? Like, where I don't know where that money's coming from. I'm glad to keep you guys open, but go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say, Ethan, just to keep this constructive on a go forward, why don't we just have a conference?
No.
So we'll schedule a call with you guys on Monday if you're okay with that.
With who? Sorry.
I'm going to go back to our team and we'll set up a call. We'll set up a call. This is what they do. They just delay. They put off. This is like a well-known tactic, right? When you owe someone money.
Yeah.
You delay, put off, kick the can. Their intentions are clear. Very clear here. And we say that.
If you guys aren't paying us back, I don't want to fucking talk to you.
And that's the thing. I don't know that we can spend. We can't spend a lot of time on this. So, I mean, you can just send us an email, you know? Right? Just let us know in email.
Yeah, I mean.
If it's going to be the same answer, we're not going to want to spend more time on this. So you can let us know in email if anything changes. And hopefully before Monday morning, because we have a show in which we're going to want to talk about this.
Right.
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely want to explain it in great detail, actually.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They did. My fans deserve to know.
And here we are.
How do I say her name?
Sharzad.
Sharzad Rafati. Okay. I look forward to our future friendship together.
I do too.
I'm very excited. And you're cool. I like you. Sorry that you're.
I'm talking to my direct rep, who's like very low down the totem pole. He was the only guy who was admitting to being on that call, and that I think I cut it out in the beginning for brevity, and also I didn't want to say his name.
Part of such a fucking disgusting group of criminals. I would leave the sinking ship now. They're obviously on the verge of bankruptcy if they're stealing money from us and taking $20 million loans. You start looking for a new job. You're better than this.
I appreciate the call, Ethan. Yeah, we'll follow up as soon as we can with next steps.
Thanks a lot, everyone.
Fantastic.
Thanks.
What a great call. What a great call. Fantastic. Love you guys.
Oh,
Great.
Lord.
Appreciate it.
So I knew. I was like, all right, these motherfuckers really want to go down this road. I see a lot of people saying, and I had the same opinion myself, why would they possibly choose this path instead of just paying me back? The only plausible explanation I can think of is that they don't have the money, right? I mean, like, because like,